The House of Representatives last night did pass a multi-billion-dollar border aid bill, $4.5 billion decision from the House. A bill passing despite opposition from 4 Democrats who said they don't want to fund agencies carrying out President Trump's policies.
This bill does not fund the administration's failed mass detention policy. Instead, it funds effective, humane alternatives to detention that have a proven record of success.
House lawmakers also attached a series of restrictions to the bill, including provisions on the living conditions of migrant shelters, congressional oversight requirements, and protections for sponsors who take in unaccompanied migrant children.
The White House says it strongly opposes the measure and is threatening a veto, so a very uncertain fate, as the Senate, meantime, advanced a bipartisan border aid bill last week that sets aside nearly $4.6 billion.
I want you to understand what this money is for.
Now we are up to nearly $5 billion in this emergency appropriations, which we passed out of the Senate Appropriations Committee last week, 31-1.
When unaccompanied minors show up, they're actually transferred to HHS, the Health and Human Services Department.
Given the scale of what we're facing, we will exhaust our resources before the end of this fiscal year.
But right now, they have run out of money. They will no longer be able to take kids from the processing centers to HHS. The $4.5 billion that the president has requested is for HHS.
The president yesterday voicing concern over border conditions.
Yes, I am. I'm very concerned. And we're trying to get the Democrats to agree to really give us some humanitarian aid. I call it humanitarian aid.
The Trump administration is moving hundreds of migrant children from a Clint, Texas Border Patrol facility.
A new move for nearly 300 migrant children detained in filthy, crowded conditions.
Described as squalid and unsanitary.
The children are hardly being fed anything nutritious, and they are being medically neglected. We're seeing a flu outbreak, and we're also seeing a lice infestation. We have children sleeping on the floor. It's the worst conditions I've ever witnessed in several years of doing these inspections.
That facility in Clint, Texas is one of many packed past capacity as the government struggles to find space for the surge of undocumented immigrants being apprehended crossing the southern border, 144,000 in May, the highest monthly total in 13 years. Now the countdown is on. President Trump, in an abrupt about-face, announced on Twitter he's holding off for 2 weeks on deportation raids planned over the weekend. He's hoping to pressure Democrats to cut a deal to change asylum laws.
Not every claim is credible. Some claims are credible, and we don't want those who have a credible claim of fear and asylum to be hamstrung in the process by those who don't.
Even if the Senate and House can reach an agreement on these border aid bills that are on the table, still no guarantee the president will sign off.
But why let the political debate hurt these children? They could be impacted for years.
If the Democrats would change the asylum laws and the loopholes, which they refuse to do because they think it's good politics, everything would be solved immediately. But they refuse to do it.